I'm Jane. Welcome to the Attract Capital webinar series. I'm here today with CEO and founder David Barnett.
Hi, everybody.
Today, our webinar title is The Best Types of Lenders for the Current Credit Cycle. So Dave, before we get into the best types of lenders, can you briefly give your view of where we are in the credit cycle?
Sure, Jane. We're at a bit of a precarious point in the credit cycle. Some would say we're at the beginning of a credit crunch because banks have started slowing down their lending. And I think it's a function of the fact that there's been a number of publicized bank failures. And so bankers are looking at their balance sheets more carefully. They're trying to manage the liquidity side of their balance sheets very carefully. I also think interest rates are up very high, and so debt service has become tighter for a lot of companies. And I think a lot of banks are slowing lending because they're worried about the regulatory reaction from these failures that we've seen. So they're not in a pro-business mode, they're more in sort of a hunker down mode.
What should business owners be thinking about given this market reality?
Yeah, so I think business owners are, because they've seen these bank failures as sort of random events that have come out of the blue, I think they believe that like this unpredictability, this volatility is on the rise in the economy, even within their sectors. And so I think a lot of business owners should be thinking about having a liquidity cushion for their business, particularly if you're growing or if you're acquiring. Liquidity, when you go into a slowdown and when you go through a tough patch in the economy, is all important. And I also think that a lot of business owners in the middle market are finding that their banks are increasingly unreliable. Banks are shortening the terms of the loans. Banks are increasing the interest rates on the loans. And so I think it's a difficult time for middle market business owners. And I think they should be thinking about looking for alternative sources of credit.
So what are the best pockets of lending in the market given what is happening out there?
So I'd say the best pockets of lending are to look in the non-bank financing sector, which is, it was sort of called the shadow banking business back 15 years ago before the crisis. But it's really evolved and it's become the private credit industry. And there's like over $1 trillion of assets under management. Yeah, so it's a very significant marketplace. And I think many of the non-bank lenders have been waiting for this moment to put money out. And so it's their time to shine. I would say mezzanine lenders have been looking to get more aggressive in the market. So they're out there. Unitranche lenders have been looking to get more aggressive in the market. Asset-based lenders and special situation lenders who really have struggled to put money out during the pandemic and who were kind of beaten by banks in many situations to put more credit out. So I would say these types of lenders are good lenders, they're supportive, they're intelligent lenders, and I think long term, they can certainly help a company get through this transitional period, which is going to be, I think, a bit rocky.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching the Attract Capital webinar, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.